interruption. We pardon this interruption. I forgot to turn the goddamn microphone on. I'm falling apart.
Yeah, my voice is broken. I had a hairball. God damn it, furry fella. Stay away. Get me put up with hairballs and shit, making me talk weird. Freaking orange fluffable. Anyway, hi, welcome. I guess hello, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We're in the Hippie Hide Away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get baked. Well, I'm already baked, but you guys are gonna get baked. Well, you're all puppets. You better have gotten baked.
I did not.
Except for you, young lady. You are not a puppet. You are a beautiful young lady.
I could put my cat ears on.
You could.
Don't call me Draggy, give a baggy.
Have a pickle. Somebody wrote that in the chat. Oh, Red Eyes. Hi, Red Eyes.
I love pickles.
Too. I'm a big pickle fan. In fact, that reminds me of my good friend Sammy Longtongue. I haven't seen her.
Pickle fan.
She was a huge pickle fan. She liked the bigger the better. She liked them. Her name was Sammy Longtongue. Go find her on TikTok. She was amazing. She was an amazing woman. I loved Sammy. Sammy, shout out there if you're listening. We love you over here at WTHC Radio. We always have and always will. Welcome in, everybody. Look at all the stoners here. Good afternoon, stoners. It's 2:00 over here on the East Coast.
What's happening?
Not much. You know, we were going to talk. We got to talk. We're going to talk. How was everybody's night? You're
Dude, it was great. I watched the Corey.
Oh, Corey, that's right. We did do Corey. We had Corey.
The flow guy.
The ripple effect.
Ripple effect.
Ripple effect. You were having a hard time remembering that.
I want to say entourage effect for whatever reason.
I kept calling him Fingers McGee.
You did. Fingers.
Corey Fingers McGee. Because I couldn't remember any of it. But I finally got it. He was fucking amazing.
He was, yes.
First off, God bless him for living through goddamn sheriffs over here in Pennsylvania. Run people over with no reason.
Inbred.
I'm gonna. Hey! Go for it, girl. Don't be showing it off, wasting time.
I'm letting it cool off a little bit.
Cool off a little, okay.
Yeah,
Happy 420 to everybody. If you want to start celebrating, feel free to start. So celebrating. Hi, Sociable. How are you, Butterfly, sweetie? How are you? Good to see you again. Thank you for coming back. I heard I missed you in the back room. I'm so sorry. You caught me during chore time. Yeah, that's chore time. That's when the big fella's got to go do his chores. Got to make sure he keeps his side of the deal up. The old lady said, keep your side of the deal. We'll bring you up next time. So tomorrow, maybe we'll bring you up. All right. Anyway, everybody else, where are you from? If you're out there, hi, Curly Cal. I know where you're from. You're from upstate New York. Red Eyes, I know you're from the Seattle and Washington area right now. Is he from Seattle, Washington? Yeah. The other one's from Oregon. Ginger down here. What's your name over here? Flower Child. You're from Massachusetts, right?
Yeah.
And you're up, and you, the orange fluffy fella, you speak funny, right? You're from the UK. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like totally. And what about you, little skunk?
Dad, I'm already wasted, man.
Ohio. Hanging out over there in Ohio.
We're eating the cats.
Hey, come on. That was proven to be not true.
Not my house.
Not at your house. You're still eating them? All right.
Well, the one upstairs is a little scary, so I stay away from him.
Well, that one keeps bringing in people at night, letting the dogs in.
Yes.
In. All
We're
right.
eating dogs. Anyway.
Oh, my God. I almost did it. I did it. I got my cart without having to show the big guy. Now he can have it. Thank you. Woo! He left his card on the other side of the room over there. He's not going to be able to get high this whole time. Welcome in if you're just getting here. We are WTHC Radio. We're live on Live 365 and or tune in. We're also here on what I would call YouTube, I'm hoping. Looks like a lot of YouTube people over there. Thank you guys so very much for being here. Please like, subscribe, and share it out. Share it out. Tell all your friends this is where it's to be every day. 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. We come by. We're going to get high, hang out, have laughs and fun. We're going to cry. It's going to be great. What's up with Raggy? He's baked. He's baked. Look at him. Do you take medicine, Social Butterfly? Are you a medicine person or no? When we talk about medicine, you know, our medicine, my medicine. Good stuff. The good stuff.
I take a lot of medicine.
I tried sharing it from my microwave again. She says, "What up, little skunk?" She wants to know what's up with little skunk.
Hey, who does?
Social Butterfly.
Oh, I know.
Mary Jane medicine. Yes, sweetie. Yeah, Mary Jane. I'm in love with Mary Jane. Oh, I haven't heard that song in a while. I did get in trouble yesterday, so I don't know how much music we'll be playing today. I did get a warning from one of these guys. I got to look into it after.
It's okay. We'll sit here and talk for the full 2 hours.
I can sing. I'm happy to sing. We go to the
I can sing.
YMCA. We're going to YMCA.
No.
I just wanted Lost Flower to do it once.
I got stoned and I missed it.
I got it.
I got stoned and I missed it.
I was stoned and I knew the look. I knew the look. I was like, all right, we got it once.
One night I was delivering.
We don't do
saw
that
somebody doing that shit right in the middle of the road, and I fucking stopped the Amazon van and
joined
laughing.
No, I would have got out and joined them.
I yelled it out at him. I was like, "What?
YMCA." He was probably looking for it. You probably should have just said, "That way. It's down the road." You gotta go
down
back
the road and keep on going.
You gotta go back a half a mile. No, Social Butterfly, sweetie, we don't recommend that at all. You can use marijuana instead of those pills. Those pills are bad. Ew.
Plants before pills.
Plants before pills, sweetie. Yeah, we'll talk about that in the back. We'll help you with that. We'll teach you about that. But we're going to talk about that anyway, because I wanted to talk to you guys about, I guess today's topics is weed and video games. How do they go together? How do they go together? I hope I didn't lose it. I may have lost it.
Weed enhances the video game.
I lost it, though. Fuck.
Yeah, it makes it so more colorful, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then you look at the clock and it's like, shit, I gotta go to bed. Fuck.
Right.
Are you getting stoned?
Video.
So, is that too much weed or too much video games?
Yes, but I will admit the first video game that
Never
did start with
enough
the whole
weed.
gaming
There's never
industry
enough
was
weed.
Pong. Pong was the first game ever made, and then after Pong it was Pac-Man and other stuff like that, and he started working up to the games that we got nowadays, like GTA 6, Call of Duty.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm reading here.
etc.
I just wrote something up. It says Stoner Simulator, a humorous simulator where you navigate life as a stoner, complete with various mini games. Are these some of the ones that are on the phone though? Like when you pick them
I
up,
do that every day.
Kush the game. It's
Yeah,
called.
man, there's loads of weird games on your phone. There's a grow shop.
Yeah, but those are dumb.
Doodler
I'm not a
and
big fan of those. They kind of piss me off, those ones. This is the same shit over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? It's like they just want you to keep pushing the damn. I'm like, I can't deal with that shit. But I do enjoy
That's
getting
where
high
when you
in
make a game, you can
video
add a
games.
plot twist.
Well, when we were talking earlier, and the fella here, the orange guy, he is a big fan of video games. You play a lot of video games, right? And what about you, old
I play a
timer?
lot of video
Little
games.
skunk?
I play a little bit.
You play a little bit.
Yeah.
And what about you, young lady? Do you and your male companion? Do you guys have a video game system set up in the house and available?
We currently do not, but I used to game, and so did he.
Yeah,
I love Call of Duty. I love
yeah.
zombies.
My daughter says she's the Call of Duty queen. So if anybody wants to challenge her to that, she'll take on all comers. She takes on all comers. She's not home now. I can't. But she's
Warzone
I don't even know what
is
she's talking about.
an online download for like it goes hand in hand with like COD and all that shit.
Right.
Anyway, I've made it to the credits. I've been on a winning team that got to Xville.
See, now I'm going to tell you my experience with video games, and I'm a little older than some of us here. Not all of us, but some of us. Anyway, back in the day when I was a kid,
You're older than a little skunk.
there's no such thing as video games. And then one day, my pa came home with an Atari 2400 or something like that, 3600 or something.
52.
5200 or something like that. Yeah. And that was the beginning of gaming. And oh my God, it was amazing. We had a ball, and that shit would go blink, 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 blink. And if you didn't hit it, it would miss, and then you'd lose.
Social Butterfly. I had a friend that
called
liked
Pong.
Battlefield. I watched him play all the time, and I really couldn't get into it. I guess it's just because I'm a COD fan, and COD and Battlefield, they go like
Are they
don't. Yeah, it's two different games or two different war games, and Battlefield is on a more realistic side, but COD, I don't know. There's a lot more of like upgrades and things, mods, and all kinds of stuff that you can do. So
Red Eyes says he plays Call of Duty. I never really got into Call of Duty. I don't have enough fingers for your guys' controllers. I like the one holder stick where you hold the stick and you got the red button. Stick and the red button. That's all I need.
Right.
I don't need any of those fancy other buttons. Just give me a stick and a red button, and I'm going to beat your ass at whatever game we're playing.
Give me some good old-fashioned Space Invaders.
This guy want to be underneath me. What do you want to be underneath me for? It was Oregon Trails floppy disks. Do you remember that? Oh my God, Social Butterfly. You're not old enough for that, young lady. Now you're talking Commodore 64 or Commodore 128. The floppy disk era. Oh my God, it was amazing. It was amazing. The the digital boobs that I got to see in my time.
When I had floppy disks back in school, I thought I was hot shit because I knew how to fuck with them and other kids didn't.
Mrs. Hippie's got some floppy disks now, I'll tell you, but other story. Anyway, no, the floppy disks were amazing back then. You would put them in, and I had, oh my God, it was so great. You guys remember, I don't know, there was a game called Hey Taxi. It was awesome.
I remember.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Hey Taxi, and you'd come and you'd pick them up, and then you would run people over on the road. You weren't supposed to run the people over, but you would just do it anyway.
Smash into cars and stuff.
Crash everything. Cool. Yeah, I remember. It was strip poker, man. It was my first experience with boobs, man. Holy
video game.
Oh yeah, they were real though.
They had some right knockers on that.
I don't know. I was born in '88, so
they were some knockers
you
on.
Made the video?
Well, I will admit though, the gaming industry has moved on quite a lot. Nowadays, surgeons are using like the technology to do games and stuff to help with
Yeah, but let's go on. Let's go on. Because Commodore 64 was amazing. And then the 128, I don't know why they came out with that. That kind of was like backwards, I feel like. But anyway, then Sega, that's when Sega, right? Right after that was like, had to have been Sega Genesis or maybe
Nintendo 64.
Nintendo 64, maybe. Oh, Tekken. Remember Tekken? Oh.
PlayStation 1 came out around.
I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. Remember the video game in the stores? All the great arcades that we used to be able to go to when we were kids. Little Skunk, I'll call out Little Skunk because he's probably the only one old enough to hang out with me. You remember the arcades back then, bruh?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, great games. Remember the football blitz? I remember that. I remember Tiger Woods golf when it first came out, when you had to spin the ball.
Yeah.
Whoop.
There was an art to it.
Yeah. And what about games before that? What about shuffleboard? And
I'm not that old, bro.
no, you're very old. The other one where you throw the ball up and it goes into the holes up there. What's that one called?
Oh,
Carnival games. Yeah, skee ball. There you go.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah. When I was a young kid, my parents, they separated at a young age, and I ended up moving to an undisclosed area in the mountains of the Adirondacks. And I lived there for a few years, and it was cold, first off, very cold. But the second of all, it was weird because it was like a tiny little town. And then if you went over to the laundromat, on the back side of the laundromat was the arcade, the neighborhood arcade, and you'd go over there, and that was like the hangout. And the owner of the place lived on property, but he never like hung out in the laundromat. He never hung out in the arcade. He kind of let everybody do their own thing, and as long as, but this was back in the early 80s, mid 80s, I would say, some of you guys don't even know. This is back in the 1900s for some of you kids. 1900s, but
for some of you kids.
yeah. What did you say? You over there, young lady? You were born in 88?
Yeah.
Wow. I graduated high school in 89. Yeah, so you were just
I will admit though, one of the best games I've probably ever played, and I still remember it today, was the Playboy Mansion for the PlayStation 2.
It was a game called Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a game over in the UK called the Playboy Mansion for the PlayStation 2, and man, the
I got
everything on there was, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, let's do that again.
Don't be the bloody centerfold.
I want to know what that. We're gonna have to talk about that in the Discord one time when we got time. Me and you. I got to hear about that one. Not privately. It'll be open. I don't want to be caught Diddy, and I'm not Diddy.
It was a very good game.
I knew Diddy would come up somehow. I didn't mean it. I was born in '91, but I was born on the 60s, 70s, and 80s music. Oh yeah, that's the best music. That's not a problem. That means you were raised by very good parents. That's all that means. Your parents are very smart parents to teach you to listen to quality music.
All the way.
My children listen to quality music every day. Yeah, every day. I hear my son's got the Grateful Dead greatest hit album pack in his car, and he's got it on all the time. I'm very impressed with him when I get in his car. I'm like, dude, let's chill. Let's go smoke a fatty. And then I'm like, wait, no, you're my son. He's old enough. He's old enough, and he actually has his medical card. We could go smoke together. He's 19. He has his medical card. And so we can technically go smoke together. We just have to do it at home, and we have to dry herb vaporize it.
Yes.
Because we live in Pennsylvania. That's the joys of living in Pennsylvania.
See, that's how I grew up, social butterfly. I grew up with my
Oh
like
yeah,
to a
happy
certain
420.
point before
Smoke
I
them
was
if you got
put
them. Take your
Yep.
with other
medication. Please
people.
stay.
I
Thank you,
lived with
everybody.
my grandparents, and
Hold
we
on,
would.
Flower Sweetie. I gotta cut you off. We will come back to that. We're gonna run a real quick video. Happy 420 to everybody out there. How about some THC from Calligraphy?
Hey, it's Bill Schmidt Jr., aka Billy Blaze, aka 420 Kid of the Holistic Cloud. RIP to my man Derek Crum. I want to give a shout out to Calligraphy. My dude Means, little homie Manuel Noriega, Big Just, Rossi, Jack the Apostle, The League.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Big buzz to little crumbs broke up in the bottom. Feel like autumn leaves falling. Only problem needs solving is seeing who I'm calling for some trees to indulge in. Need to holler at Billy, he keep his head in the cloud. Bel Air Kush by the bush, wow. Screaming loud, still smoking, having nice dreams floating through space. So when they ask me how high, my reply, I'm half baked. Sir, smoke a lot. Doctor said I need a bacchiotomy. Prescribe me huckleberry and lemon cherry gelato, G. I take it back to rolling in the Optimo, blowing smoke out my nose, dropping ashes on my clothes till I doze off. I'm so fried, no lie. Got you afraid of heights, scared to look down, you so high. Cause when I spit that shit, it's like I lit that shit in the crowd. Pass it around and let you hit that shit.
Weed is all I need. Smoke that weed is all I breathe. Broke down leaves, rolled up in the leaf for my relief. I'm in love with the THC. Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it. 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 Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it.
Good sunshine in my pocket on a Sunday stroll. Homie got the rap, give me the sack, let the good times roll. Therapy, earth, body, and soul. World, give me beat, Bel Air Kush, give me mental control. L lit, back roll, 5 hats told. The studio we roll, bring relief, we the music, all I need to know. Healthier than pill pop, mother give me herbs to fill spot. My medication can't to a kill shot. Many strands, lay hands in stressful situations. Out of all the girls in my life, Mary Jane, a reservation. Here in 23, raise your hands of liberation. A celebration, history free from information. Stand up, provide the right education. Show love, holistic cloud, politics throughout the nation. Making it stop debating Billy Blunt, stash, flavor, taste the weed.
Weed is all I need. Smoke that weed. Weed is all I breathe. Broke down leaves, rolled up in the leaf for my relief. I'm in love with the THC. Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it. 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 Roll that shit, lick that shit, burn it.
WGHC, welcome back. I just got done telling everybody on the radio how lucky they were that I forgot again that I was live on the radio and they got to hear me sing that whole song for them. Hang along, not knowing most of the words, just making them up as I go. So that was you guys out there. Little Skunk, can I ask you to do me a favor and get the hell out of here? And go check Patreon for me, make sure it's working, and then come back because I love you.
Yeah, I'll check.
All right, I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. All right. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. If you're just getting here, Patreon is where we're gonna be. We're just testing now. Then we're gonna come on every day. We're gonna come on around 2:00. We'll probably hang out for the first half hour, and then we're going to Patreon, and that's when the dirty stuff happens. I don't know what that is yet, but there's stuff that's going to happen. We're going to have shows. We're going to have fun. We're going to have people going to be able to be guests and come on and hang out, and they're going to be able to DJ the music for the shows, and it's just there's so much stuff coming. It's going to be amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yes. What's going on with you? What happened to the twat waffle? He's all right. He didn't tell me anything. Anyway, how are you, young lady? How's everything going? You better now that you've gotten your medicine?
Yes, very.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Everybody take care of their medicine. Make sure you stay hydrated. You are listening to WTHC Radio. We are a radio station. So if you're missing us and you're like, oh, I got to go, but I want to hear it, you can go on to the radio, go to Live 365. It's a free app, or TuneIn. I recommend TuneIn. They want to behave themselves anyway. I recommend them. You go to TuneIn and just look up WTHC Radio. What's up, little skunk?
That was a rough trip, bro.
Not so good, huh?
Well, yeah, it's there. It just says it's waiting on WTHC Radio.
So it probably don't go until I finish.
Possibly.
Yeah, maybe I hit the wrong. I didn't post it out yet.
But it's there, and it came up in my Patreon notifications. So
we were live.
Yeah.
Nice. Patreon is another site. It's a little more you pay to go there. Our fee is, we have $1 fee, we have a $4.20 fee, and we have a $24 fee, which is actually on sale right now for the low price of $12 a month. That's per month, so $4.20, and that gets you the goods. $4.20, and you're in to get in to watch all the shows and hang out. $1, and you're gonna see the posts and the hangout and find out who we're gonna, and I'm gonna redo the tiers, make them a little worthwhile, better. I've been trying to figure this shit out for the last month. I think it's been a month at least, and I'm finally starting to get it. But yeah, I can't hang out on all these other platforms. Every time I do, I get in trouble. I already got in trouble yesterday for playing too much music on YouTube. Patreon is not going to stop me from playing music. Patreon is more of a place where you have freedom of speech, I guess.
Yes, and we are a radio station.
We are a radio station, yeah. So I don't know what that is. So yeah.
No music kind of hinders us.
Oh yeah, well that hinders us over here, yeah. But I don't care. Like I've told them all before, you can try. I mean, you'll eventually get me to quiet down a little bit, but I'll figure it out, and I will continue to be an advocate for the legalization of medical and/or recreational marijuana.
Yeah.
Not that my government has lied to me for my entire life. For crying out loud. Tell me it's not medicine, and now it's medicine. Tell me it's bad. I'm going to look like that girl flat.
Send me to jail for it.
Send people to jail for it, and it's medicine, saving their lives. No wonder I haven't went crazy, because I've been smoking it since I was 13, So I've been able to control my crazy that I have in here. It's in here. There's days it's really bad. So luckily, I have this stuff that I use. I don't know if you should or not. I'm not recommending that. That's because I got in trouble. But if you have the permit in your state to be able to go try it out. See if it works for you. It works for me. And a lot of people have been pounded into their heads all their lives that it was bad.
It's bad. It's not.
Bad. Yeah, like my daddy. Pa, are you out there?
Oh.
He went into the military, and he never learned to enjoy himself. And now he's been a penis most of his life. Yeah. So maybe if he smoked a little doobage, he wouldn't be quite the penis. See, this is another reason why we need to be on Patreon, so that I know when my daddy's watching. Daddy wasn't there. He didn't seem to care. He didn't change my underwear. Daddy wasn't there.
My dad was a milkman.
Yeah, that's why you look the way you do there, little skunk.
That's because Spike kept me out too late last night.
Oh, you look hungover as a bitch.
That's why I look the way I do.
Well, Spike and you need to not hang out together because obviously you have a problem partying together.
Yes.
18, 19. I started at about 18 or 29. Okay. 18 or 19. I think that was the recorrection. Yeah, 18 or 19. I started at a very young age. Too young, but I don't know. It came in. Luckily for me, it came when it did, because probably about puberty, right? Is that about when you start to lose your mind and you figure out whether you're going to be crazy or not?
I don't know.
I
I
think
don't know
that,
that either.
I think that it's different for boys and girls. I am no doctor, so do not take any of this as medical advice. I am a goddamn puppet. And if you're taking
No offense to the women out there, I think we get it before the men do.
you get brains? Yes. That's
we
definitely.
get the we go through that shit before men do usually.
Absolutely.
Like, men go through it later.
54 and I'm still not through it. Yeah, I'm waiting. Puberty should be coming any day now. I'll be growing some
Oh, I thought we were talking about mental health issues.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's all the same. Well, basically, I was saying right around puberty, your mental health either goes better or takes a very severe decline. It's never like, I don't know.
Maybe it just levels out.
Levels out. Well, that's what it is. You finally figure out who you are, what you are, however it may be. Nowadays, yeah.
Some do, yes, I suppose.
and it takes longer for boys than it does for girls. Girls figure it out not any quicker. Just
we're much cooler.
No, they're much cooler about it, I guess. Yeah, they're like, dude, Dad, you're so rad. Oh, whatever. I don't know.
Well, when girls go through puberty around 12, 13 to 16 years old, and boys go into puberty around
14, 15, and it could go all the way to 30.
Yeah.
Some of us are slow growers. I'm a grower, not a shower, goddammit. I'm a grower. Oh. Wrong subject. Sorry.
Grief.
Good grief. Sorry, little skunk. Sorry. We have an app for WTHC radio. We have, you can go to TuneIn or you can go to Live 365, and we always have it there. You're a member of our Discord, so you have the ability to go right to the TuneIn on there and then just push that little button there and load up WTHC radio there. You can always go to our website, WTHC-radio.com. And if you're a band or a musician and you want to send me some music, send it to Little Skunk at WTHCradio@gmail.com. Yeah. I just made that up, so don't send it there. Yeah, I got to get a different one I don't want everybody. I can't have my email can't be that clogged with all the people that send me music every day. So I have to create a new one that'll be a little more easy accessible. Oh my God, this guy didn't just say that in the chat, did he? Tea time. Oh. Sorry, it's tea time.
Is that what he said?
That's what the orange fellow said to me just now. He sent me a private chat, said, sorry, tea time in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I would have left off the screen too.
Tea time? What's he going golfing?
He's going to get a spot of tea.
He's going to get a spot of tea. All right. I don't have any problem with...
I didn't know tea time was that serious.
It is. Obviously, it is. They have to have their tea.
Wow.
Mine was at 4 a.m. this morning. Yes, I went out and started.
Something new.
Yeah, apparently. Well, I think it's a family thing. Like, if your family is down with it, then you guys do it. But if your family ain't down with it, then you just say, take your tea and shove it up your ass. It's kind of like dinner. You want to go eat dinner with your family. If you don't, then you're on your own. You're on your own. Find your own dinner.
I don't know.
No? How did you grow up at your house when you were young? Did you have to sit at the dinner table every night?
So I was put in foster care when I was 10.
Well, then, how
So
did you spend your time in foster care? I don't want to hear your excuses. You ate dinner, young lady. No, I'm just kidding. That's horrible. I'm so sorry.
a lot of times it was
Foot
in
and
a
mouth disease over here.
cafeteria. Like we had a cafeteria on our campus. I lived in a place called Devereaux.
Oh.
And we had a cafeteria on campus.
Bad kids.
And no, it's for last resort kids in foster care that really don't have.
Yeah, I'm not picking on you. I'm just playing with you. Go ahead. So
I
so you had like a cafeteria like setting with no parents. Then unfortunately, you didn't have parents sitting at the end.
No, we had staff.
You had staff.
We had staff members.
Oh, that's why I went to go eat his tea. All right, tea time.
But what I do remember from like very young childhood, dinner time, we did sit down at the table or in front of the TV. It just depended on the dinner.
Now, let me ask you a question, because what dumbasses out there would not want a beautiful young lady like yourself?
Huh?
Your parents. How could they have just given you?
My mother, she really enjoyed drugs.
You don't have to go anywhere you don't want to go. I wasn't trying to get into it.
It's fine.
I was just saying, like, how do you get put
She
into the
just
foster
really
care?
enjoyed that lifestyle, and I have a biological sister that she gave to my grandmother when she was 2 weeks old. I've only met her twice.
Sister.
Recently, yeah.
What about the grandmother?
I've only ever met her once.
Are they near you?
No.
This is horrible. This is horrible. This is totally going the wrong way.
This
is not the way the story was supposed to go.
It's made me who I am, though.
But it has. It's made you an amazing human being. Yes,
they're great people. Don't get me wrong. They're great people. But they weren't there for me then. Why should I expect them to be there for me now? So I've never really reached out to them.
Right. You had a question, little skunk.
What?
You had a question? I thought I saw you raise your hand.
No, I'm stretching.
Oh, you're stretching. Everybody stretch. Make sure you stay hydrated. WTHC Radio is the radio station. You can find us here every day, 2 p.m. Comfortable Butterfly wrote a story over here. My mom was around too, since it was one Christmas I was opening a present. It was like, Mommy, which present should I open next? And that's when I found out who my real mom was and who my grandparents were. That is horrible. This is a horrible show. This is getting me. It's gonna make me freaking cry.
Well, it's who's made us our beautiful selves, though. Like, we have to go through shit to become a beautiful flower, right? We have to blossom and bloom sometime.
I like that. You have to grow through shit to become a beautiful flower. I love that. So everybody has their shit, right? You got to go through it. Oh, be careful, all right? I don't want to watch your breasts. I'm trying not to watch your heaving breasts.
But I had great experiences in foster care, and
how was the foster care system? Was it a joy, as they say it is in all the countries and states?
No, the education is
shit.
Yeah, I didn't learn much in school. I ended up getting a GED.
Well, God bless you for busting your ass and doing it on your own.
There was ups and downs with everything.
So you were like little orphan Annie.
I
Someday
was put in an independent living program when I was
it's hard
16.
knock life for us.
I was put in an independent living group home when I was 16, so I had a
With
job.
a bunch of other girls your age.
No, it was actually mixed. We had boys and girls.
Oh, now there's. This is why the story gets worse. How? No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Um,
Boys and girls in a foster system together that are not related. That just
yeah,
doesn't seem
they were basically our siblings. It was more of a like a home setting.
Yeah. Okay.
We had like the girls shared rooms. There was like doorbells on our doors. So if we opened our door in the middle of the night, one of the staff member could hear the doorbell go off and they would be aware of who's up.
Then they'd be like, "All right, get your ass back in bed."
Yeah. We had they taught us how to grocery shop, how to cook, how to clean, how to do all that stuff basically. And we would get in trouble if we didn't do our stuff. Like 1 week, it would be my turn to cook for the whole family. So there's 8 of us in a house. So I was cooking for 8 kids and 2 staff members.
Wow. Well, but I guess that's how they learned you. You know, like that's how they learned you, so that you were able to take care of yourself when you got out.
So
Are you supposed to be out, or is that a question I shouldn't ask? I feel like Dr. Phil. I feel like Dr. Phil now.
When I turned 18, they gave me the option to sign myself out of foster care. They highly advised against it. They said that I wasn't ready and they wanted me to sign myself in for another 5 years. Yeah, and I told them that I was done living like this. I wanted to be free and be on my own, and whatever that entailed, that's what I wanted. Like, I didn't care. I literally packed 2 duffel bags and went to school on the school bus with 2 duffel bags and rode a school bus home with somebody else.
That's determination, and I guess that was the day you decided that's it. We're going on, and we're moving on, and we're changing our lives. Happy with that decision? Sad with that decision? Conflicted?
I want to say that I made a good decision because of where I am in life today.
I don't know where.
Had I signed myself back in, I would have like gone to Job Corps, and I would have gone through that program.
Right. But my concerns are the bad people in the system. And did you run into a lot of? Did you have your share of bad people in the system?
Yes.
That's horrible. I hate that. Because I have a sister who is special needs. And I'm not calling you special needs, but she would also be in a group home setting if I were not here taking care of her today. But she would be in a group home, and I'm not going to ever allow it. I will, it's not allowed. She will not be put into that situation, because I'll tell you, I've worked in some of those places, and I've seen other people and other staff, and I had to get out because it was.
You are a good brother.
I'm what?
Yeah, a very good brother.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's not what I was going for, but thank you. Yes. But yeah, I've seen the staff at places, and I've seen people do stuff that they should not have been doing. I reported them to management, and when management did absolutely nothing or said that's none of your business, move on, I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm out. And and I can only imagine, like, that was with people who are nonverbal, who can't even, explain themselves, can't tell anybody what's going on and what's happening to them behind the scenes. You at least were able to express your feelings if you were able to. I don't want to say any, we don't have to talk about that at all. But you know what I mean? Like my sister would never be able to say that something was happening to her.
The funny thing is a lot of times when children in foster care,
stuff like that too, they scare the shit out of you, right? And they lie to you, and
well, no, not even that. A lot of times when a foster child speaks up and says that something's happening, they don't believe them because they're in the system.
the whole place, I've got to go big.
Like if you were to have gone to your caseworker and said, "Hey, such and such is going on, this, and this," and you give them time, dates, places, a lot of times they're just like, "Oh, that's all. You're doing too much. You made that up."
Yeah, I was on the verge of what you guys were, and obviously I was a very unbehaved child, I guess I would call it, or unmedicated, we'll call it. I was a very unmedicated and untaken care of child. Like nobody said, "Hey, dumbass, you might have ADHD or something to that effect." Or if they did,
oh, sorry.
Oh, you're fine, sweetie. This is open. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're talking about medications. Go ahead.
Oh, no. But I started self-medicating at 14 because I found something that made me happy. But I was sad or whatever I was beforehand, 13, 12, 11, 10. Something wasn't right,
So I was 7 years old when I was put in my first mental hospital. I was 6 years old when they put me on Ritalin.
But let me ask you a question, and this is
by the time I was 13.
Was it because you were bad, or is it because of bad parenting? Like they were like, let's make an excuse and try to get this girl fixed because we're not willing to put the work in to make her a good child.
When I was in first grade, I had to repeat the first grade twice because I slept all through school because I was on Ritalin 3 times a day.
Oh, yeah, but that's mistaken medicine. Like I don't think that not that we're talking about medicine there, you two, mind your own business. But we're not talking. That's her prescription. Yeah, but what I'm saying is at 6 they don't give you the choice. You don't know. Whoever was in charge of you. So I would think either your parents or the foster care system or the state, depending on where you were at that point. I think you said you were home still, right?
Yeah, I was at home during those ages
until 7 or so. Yeah, once you get that stigma, it's a stigma for life, though. So it's not, I got diagnosed bipolar, and they may be right, but they may be wrong. I've had other doctors tell me, "No, you're not bipolar. You have manic depression, and that's all. You're just depressed all the time. We need to cheer you up, give you some little something to make you happier." And then others are like, "No, you get crazy and you get too happy." And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not out banging chicks. I know that's one of the side effects of bipolar is over sexual or whatever,
or under sexual,
or under. Oh, well, then I'm in trouble. Maybe I am bipolar. No, I'm just kidding. So go ahead. I'm sorry. What are you doing over there, little skunk? You all right?
I got a cramp.
You got a cramp. Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So by the time I was 13,
I
had a slew of different mental health diagnoses, and I was on 13 different medications 3 times a day.
Now that's your life for the rest of your life. You can't ever get rid of that. And that wasn't even your choice at 13.
No. And whenever I turned 18 and I got out of foster care.
You were probably acting out at 13 because you were pissed off that your parents were gone and you were in a foster care system with people you don't know, love, care about.
I was very rebellious. You're not my mom. You're not going to tell me.
So then they start cramming drugs down your throat because they want you to calm down. They're like, "Oh, this chick's mental. She's psycho." She's not psycho. Nobody's listening to her. Nobody's listening to her. She's 13. Somebody listen to her, please, because she probably just wants to go home or wants somebody to help her, and that's the sad thing is that there's so many people in the system. I'm not even going to blame the system. I'm going to blame the fact that there's so many people in the system that they can't keep up, so they're doing whatever they can. I'm not saying they're angels because I know they're not, but at the same time, they do their best, I guess.
I'm sorry.
There are bad foster people, though. bad. I'm glad that
But
when I was younger, it was like 6 a.m. in the morning, and I heard the cat jump off the bed, and then the radio come on and all static at once. Then the voices came through. Here we go. I see dead people. She says, I told what? Voices come through, and then I told my grandparents. They thought I was crazy. Well, crazy might be a. Well, how about what's the word I'm looking for? Extract. What's the word? Come on. Extractant. Exact. I don't know how to say the word, but not exaggerated, but something like that. Diagnosed you with schizophrenia. Well, that's not nice. Tell them that you're not schizophrenic. And they put you on drugs. Right. There you go. That's them damn drugs again. That's that bad word. We don't do drugs over here.
Fuck the pharmaceutical companies. Fuck them.
Right?
And then they make those mental health medications so fucking expensive. If you don't have insurance,
right,
you're paying thousands of dollars out of pocket for 30 pills.
Yeah, right, exactly. And I'll tell you, it's not right. It's not right. And people with mental health absolutely need healthcare. They need healthcare all the time because you can't. I ran out of my mental health pills, one that I didn't even think affected me. So I was like, this one doesn't even affect me, So I'll be all right until the next time till I go see the doctor. I'll be all right. It's like 3 months, whatever. And I didn't make it like 3 days, and all of a sudden I started feeling the side effects of that pill missing in my life, and I was like, whoa. I'm hooked on that one too. I didn't even know I was hooked on that one, and then it's just a battle from there. You're constantly trying to get off of them. You gotta. I mean, I'm no doctor, so you do what you do. But
when I turned 18 and I got out of foster care, they gave me enough prescriptions when I left to like cover me through the month, and then the doctor wrote me a prescription for the prior month,
following month,
and I didn't have insurance or Medicaid anymore, and whenever I went they were wanting thousands of dollars for these prescriptions I couldn't afford, so I went off the medication cold turkey and started smoking cannabis. And throughout the years, I got better coping skills and using cannabis to help calm all of that. And I have done a lot better.
I'm not saying that weed is the cure-all, save-all.
No.
I'll never say that. I will say that when I was addicted to bad, I was addicted to bad drugs back in the 80s and early 90s. And I used cannabis to help me get off of that. I used cannabis to help me quit smoking cigarettes. I used cannabis to help me quit vaping cigarettes like nicotine. I've used cannabis for pain and suffering every day. It helps me. It doesn't necessarily take the pain away, but you know what it does? It takes my mind away from the pain. It takes my head away from the pain for an hour.
I feel that.
And it might be an hour. It might be 40 minutes. It might be 30 minutes, depending on how I feel that day. But when I need it, I take it. And then you know what? I feel good for another hour, another 30 minutes, another 2 hours. Cheers to your medicine.
Yeah.
And then, they're like, oh, it's, the pain. Oh, okay, we can give you pills for the pain. Well, you can give us pill. We don't need them. We don't need them. When I had my accident, I told them I didn't want any pills. They forced them on me. They made me take them.
Yeah.
I said, no, I'll smoke my medicine. I had my marijuana. Oh, no, I didn't have my marijuana card at that time. That was a different occasion. Are you okay?
Yes.
Yeah. That coughing is a side effect. It's a side effect to the medication, but it's okay.
Yes.
Now, if you guys don't know, go check out Dr. Riley Kirk, Dr. Riley Kirk over on Patreon. She has a page over there. I highly recommend everybody go over there and support her. It's $1 a month. While you're over there, you can find my $1 a month one too. Da.Hippie. But she's gonna come by every month, I think, and hang out with us, and we're gonna talk weed. She's a PhD and she studies plants, and her favorite plant to study is marijuana. So she helps us, and she's going to help us with questions every month. So that's going to be amazing. I'm so excited for that. I'm looking very much forward to that next month. I'm also going to reach out to my doctor, Dr. Harris. Pete is in the house, my boy Pete. I missed you so much. Oh my God, it's not true, is it? It is. It's him. It's him. Hi, Pete. Homie, how are you? Oh, I missed you. Oh, sorry. Little skunk, that's my man Pete. He's been a buddy of mine since back in the TikTok days. Yeah. Unfortunately, little I almost called you Little Pete. Unfortunately, Little Pete, I have been banned to the world of YouTube. This is where I'm only allowed to play, and I don't know how long I'll be here because they keep yelling at me about my music playing. But I did sign up for Patreon, and rumor has it I should be okay over there, but it costs people to join over there, unfortunately. So for $1, you don't get very much. You get you get to see all the little things that I write and the messages and stuff like that. But for the $4.20 a month, you get to see all the shows, lives, and all that, and the other extra stuff. And then if you pay the big deal, you, Pete, man, you come over, I'll give you the rights to play a whole show, But people get the rights to give me 75 songs and 8 weed songs, and you'll basically run the show with us and hang out with us in the Discord and shit. Yeah, man. I missed you, Pete. Anyway, Flower. Oh, she left too. I'm here by myself. I'm all by myself. Don't wanna be all by. Make sure you like and subscribe, guys. I really need to get to like the 500 area at least, so I can at least start monetizing a little bit here, so we can continue to pay for the radio station. I want to continue to pay for the radio station. Yeah, up in
Hey, I'm here.
Oh, you're back. Hi, darling. How are you? You all right? Oh, yeah, you're good. I just didn't realize you left, and then little skunky left. I was like, oh, now I'm here by myself. Hi. Anyway, so we got another hour ago here. We're hanging out. We're going to usually be here from 2 to 4. We're live on the radio hanging out. If you have any questions, if you have you want to talk to the hippie or the little skunk, or today we have Lost Flower Child with us. She's a flow artist, just like our friend. We can talk about that last night. We can talk more about our friend Corey Ripple Effect Thomas. My God, he came in. First off, he's walking down the road, Flower. Did you hear the story about him? He's walking down the road, minding his own business. Now, he said he may have had 1 or 2 beers. He may have had a little marijuana in him, but he's walking, and he don't remember nothing. Next thing he knows, he wakes up from a coma in the hospital. He got run over by a Pennsylvania sheriff in a brand new sheriff's car with no dash cam, conveniently. And they said they had alcohol and weed in his system, so he needs to just shut his mouth. I was like, oh. Well, that's a whole story. But our friend Kyle,
right?
Yeah, him and Kyle are going to be like best friends, man. They're awesome. I mean, if they live closer, I think they would be best friends. But I think they'll be cool because they can talk about a lot. I seen pictures of our friend Corey from when he was in the hospital, and I'll say him and Kyle, they were twinsies. Not the twinsies, not the twinsies you want to be, no. But they were both in pretty bad shape, man. Traction and
Jeez.
what's the odds of meeting two people being run over by a car and you know?
That's really sad.
It's horrible. It's horrible. I feel horrible for both of them, minding their own business. Kyle, ordinary man, just walking down the road with a little high functioning autism, high functioning, Asperger's. So that's like his only excuse is he didn't look left, I guess. And he got plowed, man. That lady, I don't know how she's not in jail. I don't. But that's their business. Whatever. I mean, he's okay. He's alive, so I guess that's why she's not in jail. I guess he didn't kill him,
right?
And he didn't look left, so I guess that's kind of his fault. They both agreed that it was an accident. He didn't look left. She may have been going a little bit too fast in the area. I don't know. It confuses me. But anyway, I don't want to talk on that. What I want to talk on is Corey. Now, I don't, we just met a couple days ago, but he came on. He was amazing, man. He's got a severe TBI, like you or I, where we've hit our heads so bad that we have brain damage. Now, every time you shake your head hard, like when I got so much brain damage. I grew up in the 80s, man. They say you shake your head like this, and you can be damaging your brain, the front and the back, because it's slamming off the front of your head and then slamming off the back of your head and then slamming. So when you headbang, and
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's just a sack of jelly around your brain, and then it's skull. So every time you hit your head, boom, you're doing some sort of damage. Now, it may not cause, like total brain damage, but it's causing some sort of brain damage. And overall, after a time, I would assume you keep hitting your head like that every day, you're going to start talking funny, or you're going to start doing things that you don't recognize, and your brain is so intricate. There's so many little parts of it that do so many different things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're like, what the hell happened to the skunk? I think he might have gotten diarrhea.
Oh.
He's out in the yard looking in the goddamn garbage cans again for food or something. Skunky! Little skunk! All right, anyway, so your brain is so intricate and it's got so many different areas that just do little pieces and little tiny. So when you so I grew up in the 80s. I was a headbanger, man. Metallica. You know how many times I saw Metallica? 5.
I love Metallica.
Tell me I wasn't banging my head. Scorpion,
yeah.
Kiss 9 times. Everything. The Grateful Dead. Now we're talking different reasons of brain damage. Oh, God, if I beat the hell out of my brain. I'm lucky I'm talking and walking over here. What does Pete say? Pete says, I grew up in the 50s. I'm 50. I grew up in the 80s. Sorry, I grew up in the 50s. I was a British new wave fan back then. I listened to headbanger music 20 years later when it got really good. Well, it's always been good. I get it. But how did you get caught up in the new wave? Ugh. That's like the twat waffle. Where the hell you been, Stoner? You got lost?
Yeah.
I told everybody you got the shits.
No, I thought you wanted me to check Patreon.
Oh, did you?
I did.
How's it going?
It still says waiting on WTHD radio.
Oh, maybe I need to go hit a button, but I don't know where it is. I ain't gonna look at it right now. When I hit it, it'll probably broadcast live then at the end of the show. Which is fine. I'm just trying to figure it out. I set it up this morning and I almost did it, but I don't blame MTV. Yes, it's true. MTV, that's what did it to you. I know it. I remember. Take on me, take on me. That's what I knew it. I see it. I was on the bus that day too. I heard it on the radio and I was like, "Oh my God, this is the new music, right?" Take on me. I knew it. And then you were lost. You got lost into the disco world, Pete. I'm sorry. I'm talking to Pete, guys, over there. If you're in the chat, welcome in, everybody. I want to thank everybody for being here. It is 3:03 over here on the East Coast. You're hanging with Da.Hippie and Friends. This is my buddy, Little Skunk. He looks frozen there with his mouth open. You got a kind chin, Skunk. Kind of like the rest of the balls on. I'm sorry. And then
That was not nice.
I'm sorry. That's our lovely friend, Lost Flower Child. I've got a little
Sorry,
bit.
I'm cooking over
Are
here.
you making dinner right now? Are you getting
I
dinner or
am.
lunch? Is this a late lunch?
It's a late lunch.
Late
I'm
lunch,
making pepperoni, ham, onion, omelet with cheese with
It sounds
some
like a
waffles.
breakfast any time of the day kind of lunch.
Are you happy with that?
I fucking love that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Be over
The
in a
cat's
few
in the
hours.
bathroom.
Even a little skunk would eat that.
Even the little skunk.
Hey, yeah.
We said you were over checking garbage cans when you were gone. That's what we said, not diarrhea. We said you were looking for garbage cans.
Right.
Sorry, little skunk. I said he was hungry and he went looking for garbage cans. Anyway, welcome in.
Are you good with that?
Here. This is the Hippie Hideaway. This is our podcast. It's going to be every day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And we might even do it once in a while on the weekends if I'm bored, which I usually am because my wife hates me. That being said, I prefer to play with my puppet anyway. I like to put my hand up my puppet's ass more than I like to put my hand up my wife's ass. Sorry, hers is a little sloppier. Oh,
Lord.
I didn't say that, did I? On the air, that's horrible. I'm in trouble. Luckily, she doesn't listen to my radio station because she hates. We're good. We're safe. Welcome in, everybody. WTHC Radio. I am the hippie. This is the buddy little skunk. He made me say it. He made me say it all. This is Hippie, just in case you are listening. And that is our friend Lost Flower Child. You can follow us all on pretty much all the platforms, except for me. I'm not allowed on any of them. If you found us now, find me here because this is
Patreon,
this and Patreon is where I live. I'm not allowed. Facebook says they're going to let me back in 60 days, but I feel like it's already been 60 days twice. And they still haven't let me back. I think they're just leaving that message there, and they're gonna see how stoned I really am and how long I'm gonna let them go before I attack them, which could be 4 months the way I go around here. How do I get invited to a live? Young lady, you're gonna be. You're always gonna. If you're already a member of the Discord, there's a good chance that you can become a member of the lives and come up and hang out with us during the daytime one. This is the 420 sessions. This is when we come up and we hang out. If some of our old guests come by, like some of the bands or some of the groups, or Dr. Kirk happens to stop by and wants to hang out, then I'll kick you guys all out, of course, and hang out with the cool people. But if not, then you guys will be here and we'll all hang out and did I say that out loud? Shit. We'll get hot. Good time. Yeah, we'll have fun. Make sure you like and subscribe, though, because you're going to want to know when we go live. I'm not going to tell you again. I can't. If I keep saying it, then they'll know, and then they'll just not subscribe. I need you to hit the little bell thing there for following, I guess.
It tells you, yes.
Share it out to your friends. Tell them you just found the greatest show on earth. It is the podcast. It's a podcast. The Hippie Hideaway.
P-O-T.
P-O-T. Podcast. Yeah. We can do a podcast. I don't know. I'm not into the Tide Pods. I don't know what they
because we are different.
We are different. We are a podcast, not a Tide podcast. I guess that's the millennials. I don't know with their podcasts.
Well, sometimes the T and the D is a little confusing. So
I'm a podcast. Yes.
Right.
We are a podcast. We have 2 of them. We have the Green Room as well. Rumor has it this Friday night, put it on your calendars. I'm going to try to set it up in advance so that it's ready and you guys can know about it in advance. But this Friday night, my good friend and singer, song artist, and writer, Scotty Crosby will be coming by to sing for us live in the Green Room.
Do we play him?
That might be, I'm sorry?
Do we play him?
Oh, well, I do. I don't know if you do. You don't like country music. You're very rude when it comes to
Brother, I played an hour or so of country rap, jelly roll, stuff like that.
Oh, I love that stuff. I'm busting your chops. I love rap. I mean, country music. I love the new country rap. I love that whole genre. I think that shit's cool as shit, man. The way they're kind of mixing both together and making it amazing. Anyway, Scotty Crosby, you can go pick him up. He's definitely on all the platforms. I have at least 7 or 8 of his songs over here, Little Skunk. So if you want to look him up when you get a chance.
This guy is stunning. Could you remind him again later?
I will definitely remind him again a little later. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
But I'll remind you all again, that's going to be this Friday night. Then Monday.
What time?
I think we're going to go 8 o'clock. I think I'm going to move everything to 8 o'clock. I'm a little too tired at 9 o'clock. I want to go to bed.
You're really fun.
And 11, by the time we're done, it's 11 o'clock. I'm like, ooh, and then I'm up again at 6 in the morning. But no, don't get me sidetracked because Monday, even more guests stopping by on Monday. Monday, we have April Bruckner. Yes, go look her up. You've heard of her. You've seen her. You've seen her on TV. You've seen her in I don't know. Like one of them, America's Got Talent or one of those shows. I don't want to misquote. So I'll tell you when I look into her bio. I have to get her bio up today. But she's stopping by on Monday.
What is her talent?
Go to what?
What is her talent?
Oh, she's a ventriloquist like you. Yeah.
No, not like me.
But she does. I think she has our former president, President Trump. I think she also has our current president, President Biden, and she has her own. She made her own song, and we played it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to play it for her right now.
Okay, cool.
Let me see if I can find it. It's her name is. I have it here somewhere on one of my screens. I just have to see where I put it because I didn't want to lose it.
Do you remember when?
Do you remember?
I believe it was Notorious B.I.G. wrote a song about Bill Clinton.
Maybe.
And I believe the song was called Notorious B.I.L. If I remember correctly.
That's very possible. That would be hilarious. All right. So this is April Bruckner. She is, like I said, a ventriloquist. She has definitely been on one of them shows. I don't remember which one. I have to look it back up when I go into her bio. I've met her before. And she came by one day and asked us if we would play her song. I would play it more often, but it's a Christmas song. But I'm going to play it for you guys now, just to give you a heads up. She's coming by on Monday, the 28th, around 8 p.m. Hopefully around 8 p.m. I might have to change the time for her because I think I already told her 9, but I'll tell her 8. Move it forward. Here's her song. It's called Christmas. Hold on, let me read it because it's going backwards. Merry Christmas, still hate you. Merry Christmas and I still hate you. Yes, that's the name of the song.
That's a Christmas song?
Yep. Quiet.
If I'm naughty, maybe Santa baby. May be nice. Let's sing a Christmas song. Whatever ain't wrong. Christmas is the time of the year for love and happiness. Sending Christmas cards to the ones that we love the best. The other day I thought of our love and how you sealed our fate on that third date, making me choose between my puppets and you. Lizard! Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I'm so glad I didn't marry you.
Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas. I still hate you. Christmas is the time of the year for tinsel, sparkles, and pearls. You said I wouldn't have to work if I was your girl. You told me you were a billionaire in cryptocurrency. Then you took me to the Waffle House, so I guess no diamonds for me. Oh, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I'm so glad I didn't marry you. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I still hate you. You know who else hates you, my dog? And your ex-wife and your daughter are hogs. And I'm sending your wife that photo of us in the hot tub so you know. Hey, Joe, I hate you. And I hate you. Gary and Frank and Dave and Jim. I hate you all. And I'm putting it on social media, so Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I'm so glad I didn't marry you. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I still hate you. You disappointed me under the mistletoe. You had a tiny sleigh and you couldn't make it snow. Hello. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I'm so glad I didn't marry you. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Your father's a Grinch and your mother's a shrew. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Here's some spoiled eggnog for you. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I super duper hate you. I super duper hate you. I put it on social media. That's how much I hate you. And I hope everybody reads how much I hate you. And you're broke. And I hate you. And I hate you. And I hope you die. And I hate you. May, calm down. Calm down, please. On second thought, Santa, what if I'm naughty and nice? Can I jingle your bells? Give it a rock, May. Whatever, April.
So there it is. That's April and May. April and her friend May. May is a puppet as well.
I loved it.
It's Merry Christmas. I hate you. I'm glad I didn't marry you. Yeah. So she was, like I said, she's been on one of those shows. I got to look it up. It may have been even in the UK or one of them. I don't remember. I feel bad because I shouldn't be talking on her like that. But she's been on those shows. I don't know how she did or whatever. I know she's been on a few other shows. I got to look up all her stuff. She's amazing. And like I said, she's a ventriloquist and she plays with dummies. And I do too. So I'm like hanging out with little Skunk and she's hanging out with May.
What you calling a dummy?
You, big dummy. Why does everything sound echoey to me? Is it me or is it you?
Fighting words. I don't know. I didn't do anything different. So
I didn't mean to make you upset. I'm sorry.
You know we're from Ohio.
I know. We are going to get ready. You guys ready? What about you, Flower? Are you too far away or you're not going to make it in time? We got 3 minutes until 4:20. 3 minutes till 4:20.
3 minute warning.
The 3 minute warning.
Yeah, I can. I'll heat up my nectar collector. Give me a second.
You make it in there and be ready. You guys want to hear Roots Dankrupt? Yeah, I didn't even get a chance. I was going to say Dankrupt or Bring in the Love.
The longest way.
The dank. Somebody's hand's getting tired.
You're cramping, bro.
I'm cramping, bro. I'm cramping.
I'm trying.
You're doing great. You're one amazing puppeteer. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We are having so much fun. Remember that when you're watching this, you're having fun. You're having fun. Remember that you're having fun.
Yeah.
You're having fun. Subliminal. Say it. You say it every once in a while when I'm talking. You just say it in the background, little Skunk. You're like, don't forget you're having fun.
Yeah,
just don't forget what I'm doing and yelling at me for making too much noise.
I know what you're doing, you dumbass. Here we go. Bringing the love. No, I'm sorry. Dankrupt by our good friend Elevated Roots. Go look them up. Elevated, ELO-vated Roots. Elevated Roots. They're on all the platforms. Download them. Their albums come out around Christmas. Yeah.
Oh man, that looks like it's our last one, man.
That is our last one, man.
Good thing we can scrape the pipe, bro. Never gonna be bankrupt again. 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 Gee! Morning had to scrape my pipe. Knew that when I went to bed last night. Had a premonition in my head that I never gonna wake bankrupt again. Jumped on my bike and pedaled downtown on the lookout for the one John Brown. Found him in a corner parking lot, smoking spliffs. Him said, "Here, man, you want to take a heat." I said, "I'm never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again." Went back home to put the seeds in the soil. Compost recipe from brethren I know. Water pH to 6.1. Jah in control of the ebb and flow. Baking seeds, putting flour in my hand so that I will never awake bankrupt again. I said I'm never gonna be bankrupt again. 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 Always bringing flour to my friends. Always connecting to the music of medicine. Always finding ways to sing. Positivity and healing vibes. Always attracting my tribe. Always vulnerable to the tides. Always accountable for my strides. Holding on, not folding beyond. Letting go and letting you know. Bankrupt isn't never gonna be a part of my flow. I said I'm never gonna be bankrupt again. 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 Driving around, I see John Brown. Him said, dead man. Him said, him never gonna be bankrupt again. I said, hey John Brown, can I give you a hand so that you yourself will never be bankrupt again? I said, never gonna be bankrupt again. 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 Wow.
All right, welcome back. Happy 420 to everybody out there. Oh, look at that shit.
That was a 420 to behold.
And that food looked good too. Oh, what'd you say? You ended up with a hat on. No? You all right, buddy?
I'm good.
You blazed. You shouldn't have named
that, sir.
You should have named that. Looked beautiful, lovely, delicious. We should have named you Little Blaze. Oh no, I know somebody named Little Blaze. That's my buddy, Little Blaze. You're a little skunk. Little skunk in the house. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. You're listening to the Hippie and Little Skunk, and of course, Lost Flower Child has joined us today. We're hanging out. We're having our little 420 sesh. We usually do 2 of them. We start around 2 o'clock on the East Coast, and we go to 4 o'clock on the East Coast. Then Little Skunk takes over on the radio, and that's when all the kick-ass music starts. And he starts blowing your ear sockets out with some amazing classic rock and or some of that Highland, that we like to call it, Highland vibe that we have fallen in love with so much lately. Us Generation Xers are coming back around. We found some music we actually can tolerate. You kids have stopped. Yeah, right? Tell them, Little Skunk.
Absolutely have, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And listen, dude, I got to be honest. If I had not started listening to WTHC radio, I'd have never known of it.
Right. Because I never would have known of it if I didn't start working. If I didn't if I didn't own the station, because I was stuck in my head. I was stuck that there was no more good music after classic rock. Classic rock after the late 80s, maybe a little bit of the 90s, and then
yes, agreed.
Pooey, nothing but shit. But guess what? We were wrong. There are so many talented artists out there. So many that are just not being heard or not being able to get their music out to anybody. I want to let them know to get in touch with me. Figure it out. I don't know how to get in touch with me yet. I haven't gotten in touch with myself in a while. But you get in touch with me and I'll play your music at least once. If I hate it, I won't play it again. But
play it once anyway, won't we?
We'll play it once. Absolutely. We'll get you out there at least once on the radio if we love it. The Pocono weather today is unseasonably warm today, Pete. Thank you still being here. Thank you, buddy. Unseasonably warm today is 76 degrees and beautiful and sunny. So, yeah, I actually got to go check on the dog in a little while because she's been out for about an hour now, and I want to make sure she's got enough water. 76 is a little warmer than I was expecting. She has water, but get her more fresh water.
She probably loves it out there.
Oh, she goes out there and she just lays on the deck. Oh, and she sprawls out.
She does not chase the deer.
Nah, the deer don't bother her. The dumb cats actually bother her more than the deer and the humans. She does not like humans. So, hint: don't come towards the house because she does not like you. She barely likes me. I'm the only one that she tolerates. She's not the very friendliest dog. I shouldn't say that because
Don't visit it. Something like that there.
somebody will be like, "Oh, you got a bad dog." She's a beautiful, well-trained dog who likes to eat people. She's been trained to eat people.
You know who may have PTSD up there?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. I forgot. Your ass is
Dog bites too much.
She was just recently bit by a dog numerous times throughout her body. I am so sorry. I did not mean to bring that up.
It's okay.
You're gonna live through PTSD. I'm so sorry.
I have a dog here at home, so I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't want to step in any of the dog poo.
Yeah, you about did.
No, the dog, she's good. I put her out on the deck and she won't even poo on the deck. She'll wait till we take her off. And then I'll take her for a walk around the cul-de-sac. She'll do her business there, and then she'll come back. And then she'll come in, drink a whole shitload of water, and then I'll have to take her back out in an hour. She's going to have to pee because she's,
old like you.
She thinks she's a camel, tell you the truth. But all mastiffs think they're camels, from what I understand. They're big water drinkers, and she'll just sit there for an hour.
Well, I want to say thank you for having me on. I will see y'all in a little while. If y'all are back on Discord, I'm going to scarf this down.
Take your time. We don't want you to choke. I hear fire trucks. Are you okay? You might want to check and see if your building is on fire.
Yeah, we're okay. They're stalled up because of the school bus won't get out of their way.
God damn kids on the school bus.
Anyway, I'll see y'all later.
All right,
Thank
listen, young lady, thank you for sharing your story with us at some point throughout this show. I think we did that. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for making breakfast with us. Thank you for hanging with us. Thank you for celebrating 420 with us, and I can't wait to do it again. Have a
see you later.
We love you. Peace.
She's so cool.
She is. She's the shit. You smell something funny? That's her. She's the shit.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I would bite her too.
You would bite her if you were a dog?
Yeah.
Even if you're not a dog.
If I was a human.
I was going to say, even if you weren't a dog, you'd bite her. Arr! She's just so cute. You want to bite her, right? Like that's. Anyway, you guys out there are amazing. I can't believe you guys still here hanging with us. I appreciate it and love you all for it. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you go over and try to find us on Patreon. I don't know that. But if you see it out there on Facebook or on YouTube somewhere where we're sharing it, try to get to our Patreon and join. It's $1 a month. Well, it's free. I mean, you can get. It's $1 a month to get the just get in the door. I think, right? I don't know. I can't keep track.
Yeah,
I gotta go work on it today. I want to fix it, make it better for the people. But 420 is the number. 420 is the number that you want to go because that's the one that's going to get you to all full access to everything. The bigger one is just there in case Skunky feels like paying extra or something. But $4.20 is less than 13 cents a day, I think. Don't quote me in my math, but you can feed small children for that much. So you can feed a large hippie for that much too.
13 cents?
13 cents a day can feed a large hippie.
What might that large hippie be eating for 13 cents?
Ground scores, and then he would keep the change in his pocket until he collected enough to buy himself a burger, I guess.
I got you.
Yeah, I'd be picking up grilled cheese sandwiches or something off the ground.
Yeah.
Whatever I could find. Somebody throw their French fries down there.
There you go. Dumpster dive, bro.
Yeah, Pete, absolutely. You got to get back into our Discord. I think I sent you an invite yesterday. Check and see if I sent you an invite yesterday. You got to get back into our Discord. She's one of the wonderful people that hang out with us on Discord. We love her. And she's easy on the eyes. She is easy on the eyes.
I had to put sunglasses on because of her.
Yeah, I had to sit lower because I didn't want
Yeah.
everybody to see my junk hanging out over here, my nuts hanging out one side of my pants.
Yeah, I'm glad I put sunglasses on for that as well.
I have to get a bigger pair of pants here or some sort of a robe. Maybe if I had my clothes back from
Your coat.
the last time I stayed at Curly Kell's house and slept over there, she kept my clothes and she won't give them back. She's holding them hostage.
She's so weird.
She's weird. She smelt me for like 20 minutes before she fucking.
Yeah.
She smelled my neck for like 20
Thought you scratch and sniff.
Yeah, she thought, I don't know what she thought. It was like I was fake or something. I'm like, no, I'm real. Get off me. Stop. And then we had Lori here too, and she immediately went for the junk. I don't understand why my necklace is caught around the bottom of my junk here.
Lord. That's got to be that first I've ever seen that.
Probably why I'm having.
Yeah.
That's probably why I'm having such an issue. The silver, the silver chain was holding my balls up. That was how I was holding my balls up today. I must have went potty before, and I didn't want them to drip into the toilet bowl.
It's sort of like a six swing.
No, I have my balls up around my. So when I sit on the toilet bowl,
You crack me up.
They don't dip into the cold water. Got to add a brick every couple months to the back. I'm getting older. That's how you know you're getting older, when you're adding bricks to the back of the water. The toilet bowl.
Yeah.
Balls are hanging lower and lower into the water. Ugh, cold when you get in there in the morning.
That's a wives' tale.
It is. It's really cold unless you have like a warm water heater. It's cold. What's a wives' tale? You saying my balls don't hang in the water? You're probably right.
I don't have no clue. No, it was whatever you said after that.
Have you seen these fucking balls? There's just one, right? I'm just going to show you one.
One's plenty.
One is plenty. That's all you need.
Thank you. Dude.
What kind of music you playing today, bro? You going Highland vibes or a little bit of both? Or you going your rock?
Yeah, probably a little both, man. I'm in a pretty good mood. And when I do that, I like to play what I call it hair band.
Hair Nation, yeah.
Whatever. That's what I call it. You youngsters might call it rock.
Well, Scorpion.
Yeah.
Hair guys. No, yeah. Motley Crue.
And I'm pumped up today, man.
Yeah, pumped up. Why? Did you win in fantasy this weekend?
I did win.
Well,
but yeah, dude, I was happy with the show last night, and I just woke up good today, I guess. Medicine.
Sure. Well, the medicine always helps. That always makes me in a good mood.
It helps me personally anyway.
Speaking of the show, Corey, Ripple Effect, Thomas, again, thank you so very much for coming by and hanging out with us and showing us the Ripple Effect. I very much enjoyed it. I can't wait to talk to you. You better join the Discord, bro. You're already in. We gave you You're in. You remember?
You're in. Are you in? Are you in? Are you in?
You're in. You are in.
You're in, PP.
You're in, PP.
You're in, PP.
Oh, you're in. So you said that your beautiful daughter and your granddaughter are coming by. Is that true?
Yes, Sunday morning.
Woo woo!
Yeah.
I asked for you to work Sunday morning. You got to work. You're gonna have to be on the radio at 8 a.m.
Whatever.
And then maybe your granddaughter will have to talk on the radio too and hang out.
She might not stop.
That's okay. Tell her the boss said it's okay.
She might have her own podcast.
She can start her own podcast with Paul anytime.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's pretty sports knowledgeable thus far.
Well, as long as she stays away from the Cleveland Browns or the New York Jets, then she's already on a good start.
Yeah. Well, her mother, likes the Browns. Let me call him the proper name, the Mistake on the Lake.
On the Lakes.
And her father is the diehard Pittsburgh Steelers guy. So she kind of cheers for, like, she'll say "Go Browns" at her dad just to get him going,
just to aggravate him.
and then likewise to her mom. So she's got it together. Yep.
She knows what she's doing. She wants to piss one of them off. She knows who to how to go about doing it. Yep.
Yeah.
And whoever's handing out the candy or the food at that point is the winner.
Yeah.
Ooh, go, Mom.
I keep neutral and order a dozen chocolate iced donuts when she's coming.
And then you know you're safe. She loves you for the rest of the day, and they hate you for the rest of the day because then she's bouncing around in the car on the way home.
That's grandchildren for you right there, mister.
Paul did it. It was Paul.
Paul will do it.
Take the Browns to the Super Bowl every morning, says our friend Pete. Yes, I have too. I've actually had the Browns in
Is he talking about a Kel?
Yeah, he is talking about a He takes the Browns to the Super Bowl. A curly, we call that a curly Kel nowadays because that young lady shits more than a horse. I don't know how.
Is Pete a Browns guy?
No, he says he takes them to the Turlet Bowl. They're shit. Are you a Browns guy, Pete? I don't know. He might be up in that area. I forget where you're from, Pete. You're up north. I mean, you're above the Mason-Dixon line, if I remember correctly.
Huh. Well, if he is, my condolences.
I'm sorry, too.
Yes, geez, Louise.
He's like he's, I don't want to say because then I'll feel like an ass.
I was for years until they moved the team to Baltimore. Then I hated them.
The Baltimore Browns?
The Baltimore Ravens, yes.
Or the Baltimore Orioles?
Browns.
Baseball.
Ravens. Football.
Feetball.
Feetball.
Foosball.
Football is if you only play with one foot.
I remember. Do you remember the Houston Oilers?
I love the Houston Oilers. Earl Campbell? Oh, yes.
Oh, my God. When I was a kid, that was the name of my team when I played when I was probably like 6 years old.
Yes. And back then, to have the name like Bum for a first name.
Like who?
Bum.
Bum?
Coach Bum Phillips.
Oh, B-U-M?
Yeah. I don't know what his real name was, but that's what they called him. That was so cool, I thought. Bum Phillips. Yeah. B-U-M. Bum.
Oh, that's right. Now I remember. Pete lives in. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Pete lives in. He did live in D.C., Northern Virginia area for a short time, but now he lives in Texas. And you had something about Colorado or something, no?
Everything's big in Texas.
Everything's big in Texas.
Everything.
I want to thank everybody.
Yeah.
We still got a little while. We still got a couple minutes, but I can't believe the numbers. You guys are amazing. Please come back tomorrow. We're going to hang out and do the same. And if you want to be a member, you just got to go over to the Patreon thing. Find the Patreon. And then once you sign up for the $4.20 a month, you become a automatic member of the Discord.
Like me.
That's just one of the many benefits. Then once you become a member of the Discord, then I have the ability to invite you when you're around. And if you want to come up and hang out, I can't just pick people out of the sky and be like, oh, I wonder if Pete wants to join me today and send you an invite.
That would be a lottery.
But if you were in the Discord, then I can say, hey, Pete, we're about to go live, buddy. You want to join us? And then Pete says, yeah, absolutely. And then you come up. And then for the low price of $4.20 a month, you can be a part of those shows, of course. And you also can have a chance to DJ a show. That might be for the $24 one, the bigger dollar one. But we're gonna figure that out. I'm probably gonna go do that after work. So,
or as Robert would say,
you better go take care of that now because I'm gonna be going to change all the prices. I mean, the $4.20 will always be the $4.20 price.
Are you still half price until the end of the month?
I think it's till the end of the month. Yeah, half price on any of the packages. So if you join right now for the $1 package, it's only 50 cents, I think. But don't quote me because I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
Right.
I charge you triple. Who the fuck knows? Because I still can't even figure out how to get it to go. Excuse you.
Whatever happens, you will be surprised. I guarantee you.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, me too.
I'm always surprised.
I'm surprised myself sometimes.
Surprised I figured this shit out as far as I have. I'm like, holy shit. Memphis, MEMPHIS. Memphis. That's our boys from that's Muck Stickies from Memphis and Bonsai, our friends.
My pants. I think I took a chance. Now I pooped my pants.
Yeah, and Bonsai, our friends Bonsai are from Memphis. Hometown. That's our song. Hometown. Speaking of Bonsai, we need to get them back over here. Just tell them to come by.
I thought I saw somewhere that Bonsai just released a new song. Now, I'm not sure of that.
Yeah, I got to go through. What I need to go through is go through and check and look and see what the new ones are. There's a couple bands that I saw released. I saw somebody released the whole album we have to get.
Yeah. Cashed Out released a new one.
Whole album?
I don't know about that, but a song.
Space Camp dropped a new song. Go check that out, everybody.
Awesome.
Favorite Place, New York City, and Jim Thorpe. Jim Thorpe is absolutely beautiful. I would, if I could, I would relocate in Pennsylvania, and I would probably have, if I would have known about Jim Thorpe, I probably would have went there before I came to the beautiful Pocono Mountains. And of course, I grew up in New York, so shout out New York. Yes.
Why are we talking about Jim Thorpe?
Because Pete says his favorite place in the East Coast is New York City and Jim Thorpe, PA. And Jim Thorpe is right down the road. Well, not right down the road, a couple hours, an hour for me, hour and a half maybe for me. But very beautiful place. My wife had her second office was in Jim Thorpe before she shut the business down, or the business decided to shut down on her. Yeah, but she had a second location in Jim Thorpe for the children there, trying to help them with autism.
My favorite place in Pennsylvania is on the, I don't know the road, I forget, but it's headed east towards Ohio, headed west towards Ohio.
Okay. Is it a big road, 33?
Leaving the state, yes.
Highway 33 goes that way towards all the way like to the west coast, I think.
33 is right down the road from me here.
Or 80. 80 also goes, or 380.
Right.
I think 380 goes all the way to the west coast as well from Pennsylvania. I can get on 380, which is about 4 miles from my house, and then I could go west, young man. I-95 from Florida right past my house. Yes, you can go right past my hood, hood here in Pennsylvania. If you take I-95, it turns into 80. And then you just keep going, and it turns into 380, and then you're in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Then you go up to Binghamton, New York, and then on our way up to Canada, Montreal, I think would be our first stop that way, somewhere up there, or Toronto, maybe Toronto. Anyway, I want to thank everybody again. Why am I thanking? We still got 10 minutes. What do you want to talk about, buddy? You got your jaw cramping again?
Yes.
He's got bad lockjaw over there, little skunk.
Right.
He's learning the trade of puppeteering and how much work it is to be a puppeteer and be able to
giving it a go anyway.
Talk and move your hand as much as you do while doing it. Also, that's. I'm trying to remember some of the stuff.
What'd you say?
I'm trying to remember some of the other stuff we're going to be giving away. Pete says, I never took the Amtrak. Maybe once I remember being on a train, Amtrak. It may have been Amtrak.
Ooh, dude, cool story.
What?
Cool story. When I was a little skunk, my grandfather was the yard master at Penn Central Railroad in Columbus. And my brother and I would go, he worked third shift. So he would bring us and we'd ride around Columbus on the train all night.
Sleeping in the back?
Yeah.
You're the guys that started that. Now people get kicked off the bus for it. Thanks. Great job. little skunk.
I was ahead of my time. What can I say?
You were ahead of your time.
But yeah, dude, that was fun.
Can't even sleep on the bus anymore. God damn it! They kick you right the hell off. No sleeping on the bus.
Yeah.
I used to take Greyhound. Greyhound. Yeah, that was my transportation. My parents, one of them lived on the island of Long, and the other one decided to move to just about Canada. And so I would have, as a young youth, I would have to go see my parents on vacation trips, 8 to 10 to 12 hours on a Greyhound bus from the island of Long to the Adirondacks, and it sucked.
Are you?
Stopped in every fucking town. Thought it would be smart to sit by the toilet. Not smart. Smells bad. Smells really bad when big fat guys and girls come walking out of there. Yeah. Anyway, when I was in Aberdeen, Ohio, I took the Greyhound bus, got stuck in New York, and had to use the last of my money on Amtrak train to visit my grandparents. Boy, I could tell you a story about Amtrak trains. Let me tell you how much time we got. We got 10 minutes. All right, now, this is a bigger story than that, but I'll give you the brief. All right, I'll give you the brief. All right, so I went to the Grateful Dead, and in New York, it's Madison Square Garden upstairs, and then downstairs is Penn Station. So if you don't know, you go under Madison Square Garden, and then there's a big whole train station down there, and that connects to subways and everything else. So that's like Grand Central Station, or yeah, basically. So you go down there, and then when you first come down there, you're in a location, and when you're on a lot of acid, or we'll use mushrooms because plants before food. I mean, plants before pills. But so mushrooms, when you're on a lot of mushrooms / you're down there and you just got kicked out of a Grateful Dead show, and you're now freaking out because all of your friends got in, and now you're tripping your ballies off, and you're running around like a psychopath, and you run down to the bottom of the steps, and you get in there, and then you hear nonstop to Washington, D.C., nonstop to Florida, nonstop to North Carolina, nonstop to Seattle, nonstop to... And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And my head's going crazy. And every cop and every person in the whole Grand Central Station was looking at me. And I didn't know what to do. And I was sweating. And I had hair all the way down to my ass. I was a long-haired hippie back then. Yeah, so then I finally saw where the information booth was, and I went running over, and I said, dude, I just want to go to Long Island. And he was like, oh, all right, that way. I was like, oh. And then I ran down there. He was like, you got 3 minutes, though, and the train's leaving. And I was like, oh, great, thanks. And I took off running, and I made it to the train. And the story could get a lot worse if you wanted it to, but I'm going to stop it there because we're running short on time. But oh my God, it was a night from hell. Yes. T-Bro is in the house. Welcome in, T-Bro. Sorry for your loss this week. I'm sorry you lost again. That sucks.
You lost again?
I have no idea. I just made that up. I lost. I'm very bitter that I lost.
I did not. I hear you're going to lose again. Spike told me.
No chance I'm losing. New York is amazing. Don't ever say anything bad about New York. It's a little crazy. You got to know how to live there. But
I got 2 words for you.
Yankees,
Mets, and Jets.
How you doing? Yeah,
they are amazing.
Both of them belong playing in Jersey, where they belong.
Yeah,
winner the chicken dinner over there. Listen, there he is showing off. I lost this week. I lost in fantasy. So you guys, that's another thing, guys. If you guys and girls, if you join our Discord, we have fantasy football. We have movie nights. We have what else do we do over there, Skunky? We smoke a lot.
Right. Sports, dude, all the time. Yeah.
Fights, yes. We stream all of the UFC.
Occasionally, the WWE. Occasionally,
we'll pull that up when we're bored. And if there's nothing else good on, which is I'll watch golf before WWE. So no, I'm just kidding. I would watch WWE before golf. But we do the pay-per-views. We do movie nights. We do porn. We have our little porn.
You might.
I do porn. I do puppet porn. Just 'cause I'm a puppet doesn't mean
what's going on here, bro?
Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I won't hump you. Oh, that's a Muppet. That's my friend Fatty Spins. Go pick him up. He's actually they've retired. They went out of business, Fatty Spins. But it's a shame. They had some quality songs. A big fan. Just because I'm a Muppet doesn't mean I won't hump you. Yeah, I hated Boston. I always hated Boston too. Down goes Buckner when it went through his legs. Oh my God, yes, that's my favorite day of the year. That's my favorite memory of the Boston Red Sox. That's who we're talking about. The Red Sox, they suck. Yeah. Oh, look who showed up. Curly Cow. Nice of you to show up.
Yeah.
Half-ass.
You mean all that insulting I did to her and she wasn't even here to hear it?
It's the first time she's talked the whole show, so she's been doing nothing but playing, diddling herself on her new sheets over there in her bed. She got new Snoopy sheets, so she's making them all sloppy over there. I touch myself. I want you to. Oh, sorry. I was just singing. I was singing a song. Sing us a song. You're the piano man.
I've not played that song for a while.
Which one? I haven't touched myself, or sing us a song on the piano?
Yeah, I touched myself with the vinyls.
Yeah, I like to touch myself.
Okay. I like the song.
She's been here, so we're good. She's been here.
She's been flicker.
She's been here.
Bean.
Speaking of being here, where's my boy Kyle? Oh, working.
Someone's got to do it.
We invited you to come up here. You didn't come up. You're the jerk. And if Butterfly, if I would have known, if you would have come back before we came, I would have sent you an invite. You could have been here with us too. And anybody else, all you got to do now is get ready. Go over to the Patreon. Hurry up before I go over there because I'm changing some of the packages around. Not for the worse, for the better. So don't rush. And I don't even know if I can figure out how to get over there. But if I do find where those tiers are, I'm telling you, they're going to be worth it.
Look out.
Go on over there now and get him. Billy Joel is the shit. You smell something funny? That's Billy Joel because he's the shit. That's coming from a New Yorker. That's why. Uptown girl, you've been living. Tell me that guy don't have about 7 million hits. 7 million.
He's got a few.
Yeah. Him and Elton and they all do. But think about it. All our era was amazing. Amazing.
It was.
They're still putting out music. Dudes born singing before I was even born are still putting out music.
Yep.
Like these dudes, the Rolling Stones, I heard about them. Have you heard of them?
I have.
Yeah. They were singing before I was born. They were a group, right? In the late 60s, correct?
I'm wanting to say 69.
69. The Hippie was not born yet. Guess what? The first concert the Hippie ever went to see?
Grateful Dead.
No, the Rolling Stones.
Oh, I should have had that clue.
Shea Stadium, Rolling Stones. I hopped the wall. It was horrible. They were like, "Get back up there, fat boy, or you're getting kicked out." I was like, "Fuck." All my friends made it. They all took off. I'm lost. I'm stuck there. They're like, "Get up there." I said, "Can't I just go to the stairs over there?" They said, "No, you came down this way. You can't get back up this way. You ain't going back up. You're going home." And I was like, "Fuck." You see me, everybody in the stadium laughing at me as I'm trying to climb the wall.
You on the big screen?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to the big screen. I was trying to get back up to my goddamn seats. Luckily, I did. I got up there, and luckily there was a great crowd of people up there. It got me very high, and I hung out with a whole bunch of new friends that got me very stoned, and we watched the Rolling Stones. It was amazing.
Sweet.
The hard part was getting back up the wall, but I was not quite as large as I am now. I was a little healthier back then. Yeah.
Right.
Yes. I gave up on life way after that. Yeah. that was closer to 2000 when I got married. That's when And I said, all right, I'm done.
That's it, huh?
1 week of this marriage shit, and I'm already ready to quit. I'm going on a suicide pact. No, we didn't say that. I was kidding. Oh my goodness, we're in trouble. We're gonna go now. Everybody, have a great day. We love you. Thank you. Peace, love, hippie hugs.